Good day, everyone. This is Miss Michelle Joy. I am your English as a second language teacher. Welcome to our online learning class. So come on, let's learn English the fun way. Please don't forget to watch the entire video from the start to the end because at the end of this video, I have given you an activity to answer. Do not forget to answer that because you will be graded. Thank you very much and good luck. So class, our subject is ESL and our topic for this week is about documentary about teenage problems and peer pressure. Now, these are the words to learn that we will be encountering in our next slides. Please repeat after me so you can still practice your reading skills and your speaking skills even if you are just studying at home. Now, let's read the words. Letter A, peer pressure. Letter B, teenage problem. Letter C, influence. Letter D, friends. Letter E, bullying. Letter F, fit in. Letter G, rejected. Letter H, teenage. Letter I, depression. And letter J, social status. So class, let's continue with this slide. Peer pressure. First, what do you mean by the word peer? So when you say peer, these are people usually the same age as you. So let's say you are 14 years old, so maybe your peers are also 14 years old or 15 years old or maybe 13 years old, not very far away from your age. Now let's define the word peer pressure. So peer pressure is the influence to do things by friends and people your age. It is also a very powerful thing because it can influence you to do good or worse, can influence you to do bad. Pressures include smoking, drinking, drugs, and having sex even if you are not at the right age. People give in just to fit in or to just be cool or look cool in front of your friends and not be rejected. Sometimes we do things even if we do not like to do it because we wanted our friends to like us. We wanted people to like us. Come on, everyone is doing it. Peer pressure is no joke. It's very real for kids and teens alike. It's important to spread positive ideas too. Avoid peer pressure. Here are some tips to help you get started. Number 1, build your self-esteem by being confident and surrounding yourself with positive role models. Number 2, choose your friends wisely. Surround yourself with people who accept who you are. Number 3, think of the consequences. Make wise choices when being pressured. 4, have a good friend. It's always good to have a trustee to talk to. Number 5, follow your instincts. Always check if your actions translate to right or wrong. 6, be the better person. Even though you might feel sad, don't let it bother you. 7. Practice standing your ground. Say no. Stand up for what you believe in. Take these tips, be yourself, and tell your friends. So class, here are the effects of peer pressure. Things that can happen to a person or to a teenager that is being pressured by friends. So the first one, we have anxiety or extreme sadness, very, very sad. Next, we have depression. Sometimes when people is depressed, they tend to kill themselves or commit suicides. Next, number 3, emotional breakdown. Next, number 4, low self-esteem, or we do not have any confidence in ourselves anymore. Number 5, attitude. We change our attitude from a good attitude to a very bad attitude. Next, performance. Maybe before we excel, but now we don't concentrate on our studies anymore because we are having peer pressure. Next, we have mental stress and change in our behavior. Now, let's go to bullying. So, have you ever experienced bullying? So, these are the ways a person can bully another person. The first one is verbally. You tend to say things about that person. It can be emotional or it can be physical. Next, we have physical. We tend to say things about a person's face or a person's looks. Next, psychological. We have cyberbullying or bullying our friends in social media. Next, appearance of a person. Next, bullying when it comes to race or religion. When it comes to behavior and social status. Meet the family. This is Blake, Blake's mom, Blake's dad. His parents always yell at him every day. At school, they call him loser, adopted, nerd, stupid. Reality is, he's always running on his mind. And 10 years later, here's what happened to Blake. Number 1, he has been fired from 4 jobs. 2, no place to live. And 3, no relatives. At the bottom of depression, he was about to give up his life. Fortunately, there was a girl who helped him and get him out of depression. Later on, their life got better. She made good influence on him and changed his life. 1 year later, they have a family. And Blake thought, I hope they won't be treated the same as me. Look, kid. Yes, Dad? Some friends are important and some are not. But you have to choose them properly. Maybe you only need one. We understand. And they live a happy life ever after. The end. So class, let us learn how are we going to deal with peer pressure? So these are some ways to deal peer pressure. First, you have to stay away. Stay away from people who can influence you the bad way. Second, walk away. If you do not like, just walk away. Number 3, don't be afraid to say no. You have to stop people from telling you what to do. You have to stop people from asking you to do things that you do not like to do. Next, you have to find other friends. Friends that can help you to be a better person. Last but not the least, you have to talk to your parents, to your teachers, to counselor, or another friend. Talk to anyone you think who can help you. Do not stay with bad people. Dealing with peer pressure. Are you fed up with peer pressure doing things you wouldn't usually do? Anti-peer pressure. Prevent yourself from doing the wrong thing. Feel better about yourself. Think before you do. If everybody likes what you are doing, you're doing it wrong. Take our advice. Don't give in to peer pressure. No real friends makes you do anything you don't want to do. So class, now that we are finished with our lesson for this week, I'm just going to give you a short summary of what we have learned. So the first one, we have learned what peer pressure is. The second one is the effects of peer pressure. And the last one is dealing with peer pressure. I hope you guys understood our topic this week, and I'll see you all very soon. Till next time! So we come to the end of our lesson, and it's time for me to give you an activity to answer, because as you know, every time we have a topic that we discuss, I always give you an activity to answer to evaluate if you have understood the topic or not. So in this activity, you have to answer the following questions. You can send your answers to me on our Google Classroom account privately. Do not type your answers in the comment section. Now class, I have given you an example on how you are going to answer this activity. Okay, if you have any questions, if you do not know how to answer, please send me a message privately in our Google Classroom account. Alright? And if you did not understand something about our lesson, you can also send me a message. Now, these are the following questions for you to answer. Number 1, what is peer pressure? Number 2, write 8 effects of peer pressure. Number 3, write 5 ways on how to deal with peer pressure. I hope you understood our lesson, and please do not forget to answer this activity because you will be graded. Good luck! So we now come to the end of our lesson for this week. Thank you very much for staying with me from the start to the end of the video. See you again and stay safe. Thank you very much.